Hello everyone, welcome to today's adventure video. It's going to be a pretty fun adventure. We came across a newspaper clipping that talked about a mine that's up this way that some boys put some gasoline on it and caused a big old explosion. And so we're going to go check it out and see if we can find it. And what's powering us today here in the club car, we've got a Husky Big Battery 2, 48 volt, 100 amp hour battery in this one, 400 watts of solar. The Enforcer here, we've got Vatrer 105 amp hour battery. This is a 48 volt battery. That's powering the Enforcer. It's got 535 watts of solar on it. Over here on the Easy Go, we've got a lead time 38.4 volt battery. So this is a 36 volt cart. And this one's got 380 watts of solar and an eco-worthy boost controller on there. So that's what's powering us to get us up the road. We'll go ahead and jump on these bad boys and get it going. Go, go! Go, go!
Go, go, go!
Getting the dogs.
All right, guys, let's go. Power on. Let's do this. What happened? Huh? Took William so long.
He decided to back up to turn around instead of just like driving forward and going.
Maybe we should check this out for a minute.
Ooh, cactus.
Give me my single back! Give me my single!
I want to go that way.
Alright, this way.
Alright,
I wanted to go the other way.
wrong way.
Oh man.
That's going in the video.
Tide?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we've made it to the first Y. We've come up this road here. This road goes over to some mines, open pit mine out that way. We'll check that out one of these days. We've got to keep going up this way, but we've been climbing so much elevation that the easy go, it went from an easy go to a no go. Might have to put a bigger controller in here. This controller has got that heat sink on there. It just has a safety feature. If it gets too hot, it just shuts off. And so we're waiting for it to cool down, and then we're gonna climb up here, keep on trucking. Easy Go has overheated. The controller has. I'm trying to cool it down a little faster so we can go.
With water?
That heat sink on there. All right, I think it's probably cooled down enough. Okay, give it a try, William.
All right.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Okay, we stopped up here to give Cisco a little more water. He's pretty thirsty. He's the only one running. The rest have been just hanging out and on the golf carts. We also stopped here to check out this view both ways. You can see clear out here and clear out that way. We're just clear up in the mountains, doing what golf carts are meant to do. I think somebody made a little plateau here because they were checking out some of this rock looking for gold. Check this out, we found some little barrel cactus that's blossoming. You can see William's got his hiking shoes on.
Hiking shoes,
That's what I'm talking about. The all movement.
Purple color there.
I'm gonna eat this.
Watch me, I'm gonna step on this small edge. There we go.
All right, well, let's go, guys.
Dang it. We just got here.
Can't live here forever. Let's keep going down the road. Here we are, out cruising. Like, see, anytime you got cottonwood trees like that, that means there's water down in there. Pebbles, where are you going? He thinks he's a big dog now. Looks like we found him. See over here? There's actually two. One there and one there. We're gonna drive down here a little bit closer, get a better, see if we can find a place to park, and then we're gonna go check those out. All right, we found a good place to park. Now let's go check these out, guys. Looks like we can get there going up this trail. Having fun, Kason?
Yeah.
My hands are all done. She's gonna wash them off now.
Here we are, we're up to the upper one.
Ooh, how far back there can I go? There's
That's a wall.
thing. The gate's been torn down. No.
My life is like a video game.
The hat smell I get to see. There's my phone light. So this one doesn't go back very far, but after those boys blew themselves up, they put this solid steel barrier in here so you can't get in these anymore. So you can come in this far. Hey, the boys are trying to get to the next mine. I don't know if this is the good path or not. Alright, I'm gonna go this way.
Come on. Right foot the bad way.
Damien ran clear back and come back down the road. Okay, this is the larger mine shaft. This one actually goes back a lot further. It's filled in a lot over the years. I think this has been here for 30 or 40 years. But going back in there, you went back in like 20 feet, and then it had a shaft that went straight down, and that straight down shaft went down, I think, 20 feet down. And that's where the boys, they dumped a full 5 gallons of gas in that shaft going down, and then they lit it. And this whole mine just had a fireball blowing out of it. So you can imagine that, just this fireball just blowing out of here. All right, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the reenactment. All right, we're going to take a moment and explain how dangerous gasoline is. There's 13 to 15,000 people sent to the hospital every year from gasoline burns. It's dangerous. Don't play with it. We've got a fire extinguisher here. We're going to show what the boys were trying to do in the mine, and then we're going to show what happened and why it happened. So let's get some gasoline. So what they did is they made a puddle of gas, and then they lit it. This is what they're expecting. You see how gasoline, when you're in the open air and it doesn't confine the fumes, you just get a fire. There's no explosion, just a fire. The fumes mix with the oxygen, and that's what causes explosion. So when people have like a halfway empty gas can, or they throw gas on a lit fire, what happens with the lit fire, the fire's already really hot, and so the gasoline hits that heat and it vaporizes instantly, and so it turns into a vapor, and then you get the explosions. And that's why when people dump gas right in a lit bonfire, or if you've got a big pile of sticks, you pour gas all over that, then you got a lot of oxygen in there with the gas, with the fumes, and so that will explode as well. But here where you got nothing to burn, so if you do this kind of stuff, you're like, oh, gasoline's pretty safe, I'm gonna do this in a mine shaft. Wrong answer. We got this pipe, it's gonna act like the mine shaft. We got it on an angle because gas fumes are heavier than air, and so they'll settle down to the bottom here. The mine shaft that the boys put the gas in, it went in a ways, and then there was a shaft that went straight down. And from what I hear, they put an entire 5-gallon can of gas in the shaft that went down. So that was just filled up with fumes, and then it filled up the rest of it with fumes. So let's give this a try. Okay, that's about the same amount of gas as I had when we had it up just in the open air. See if that's enough for a fuse. All right, here we go. Yep. Did you see that whoof that came out of there? That's what I did. Imagine a great big 6-foot diameter mine shaft full of gasoline fumes. Whoof, coming out of there. So that's what happened. We're just cutting the oxygen here and putting it out. If gasoline can't get oxygen, it can't burn. There's still some fumes in there, but it couldn't let go. I guess we used it up. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate how dangerous it is to put gas on a pile of sticks to light it, because you get so much oxygen there and fumes everywhere that you get a lot more. So we'll put about this much gas and trail out. Watch this. See how much bigger that fire is than when it was just over here? A lot bigger fire because it gets more oxygen, more fumes. And so imagine if you had a pile of sticks 10 times that big and a whole 5-gallon gas can poured on there and you lit that, it'd be like kaboom. So be careful with gasoline. It is very dangerous. All right, back to what we was doing before. All right, hey, this video has been a lot of fun cruising around. Remember, gasoline is very dangerous. You guys don't be messing with gasoline. You could end up in the hospital. I'd like to show our sweet logos. Thanks to Gadgets to Go. We got these on our golf carts now. And we're gonna go ahead and turn these bad boys around and head back home. So we'll see you all next time.